and helping him with his programs. And eventually he wrote the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. And if you have a copy of the book, how many of you have a copy of the book? Please answer, how many of you have a copy of the book? If you have a copy of the book, if you turn to the acknowledgement page, you can find my name there. Yes, I am mentioned in the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and you should do the Asian thing. All of you, please open your mouth and say, wow. Everybody come on, do the Asian thing. Wow.
Wow.
That's pretty impressed. So anyway, I learned a lot from Robert Kiyosaki, and I decided to fill in the gap when he became famous. He couldn't come to Asia as often as he could, so there was a vacuum there, and I decided that I want to go into teaching about money as well. And I got my very good friend to start that with me, and I'll tell you who my good friend was. Not just my good friend, he was my mentor and my partner as well. And we started a program called Money Mastery. And that went on from 1997 all the way to 2019. COVID came, we put it aside. But the man that I want to talk about right now is the guy who has changed my life. He's my partner for many years. He taught me many things. And his name is Gerry Robert. Let's give a hand to Gerry Robert. He now run a company called Mastery International. Now, Gerry has done, in terms of revenue from training, speaking, and coaching, 300 million. Everybody open your mouth and say, what? 300 million US dollars. Now, if anybody make 300 million, you better pay attention to him. And not only that, he has trained 3 million people, and he regularly opened the floor for Tony Robbins. And he has helped people publish more books than anybody else. So when Gerry called me and he got excited about something, when Gerry is excited about something, I always pay attention to him. So he told me he's very excited about something, and he told me about that. And I already asked him, what is it about? And he say, do you want to make more passive income? I tell this, my whole life is about making passive income. I want to sit on the beach, do nothing, and money comes to me. How many of you like to make more passive income? Yes, come on, guys. How many of you want to make more passive income? All right. If you do, you are in for the ride this evening, afternoon, morning. So if you are to that, I'm excited to share that with you. And Gerry is going to talk to you about that. But before that, Gerry introduced me to somebody that is awesome, somebody that I fall in love with immediately. And she was so nice, and she told me about this, and she guided me, and she told me all I need to do about this business. It's so easy. She makes everything simple and easy. And I want to let you know, I'm with this wonderful lady, and you will meet her shortly. Her name is Sherry. Let's give a big hand to Sherry. Come on.
Ooh,
Sherry first, and then Sherry's going to tell you. Sherry, your turn.
All right,
Thank
Sherry.
you. Thank you, Casey. And I absolutely love this call. It is so much fun. And for all of you, I know a lot of you, it's pretty early in the morning in Singapore and Malaysia and all of that. For us, for me in California, it's like 6:30 in the evening. So I'm really happy that all of you are here. And I love that we're building not only a global community, we are reaching people that I never would have had an opportunity to meet. And that's why I love this so much. And to be able to connect with my business partner and dear friend, Gerry Robert, who introduced me to Casey, and then a lot of the people that are on this call have been through this connection. And that's something that we want to talk about here real quickly is the connection that we lost, 5 years ago. It was like all of a sudden the world stopped, and we really got to realize how separate we became instead of united. And that's why I love what you're about to see, because I was a Montessori preschool teacher before I got involved in this industry. And my mom is on this call, so she can attest to this. Everything I'm going to say is the truth here, because mom will get, moms, they put you in your place if you're not saying the right thing. And my mom, just so you all know, it's Imo. You see her on the screen. She's the wind beneath my wings, and she is somebody that has supported me on my journeys, and is someone who's actually been very successful in this industry also. So when you get a chance to see all that we're doing here, just remember, my mom just is turned 92 this year, and she is completely medicine free. She is just the light, wind beneath my wings, like I said. So for all of you, and guess what? She got, when you see this whole program, she got one of the top positions right away, when I shared it with her. So for all of this, tonight is a special night, and morning for you, it's very special there too, because what we're going to share with you is something that literally changed our lives. And I'm so excited for you to be able to see it from the gentleman that I'm going to introduce to you. This man is made millions of dollars in teaching people how to publish their books, and he's one of the most, he's in the top 10 sought out speakers in the world. So what you're going to get tonight, not only you're going to get to see what we're doing, you're going to actually get a little bit of training. So I would stick around to the end, because people pay thousands upon thousands of dollars to hear this man speak. So I'm so excited to introduce to you. He's the author of The Millionaire Mindset. He's somebody that I just cherish this relationship so much, and that's my good friend Gerry Robert. And I'm so excited for you to do tonight, Gerry. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. Let's give her a big hand for sure for participating and always showing up. Listen, I met her, Sherry, I met you maybe 25, 30 years ago. We were at a seminar together. We both paid to go to this. We paid several thousands of dollars to go to this one event, which confirmed my idea that the highest income earners are usually the greatest learners. And we were both there. We were participating in this seminar. We became fast friends. Have you ever met somebody and within like 5 minutes, you realize, I'm going to be friends with that person for the rest of my life? You know, because you're on the same frequency. That's what but have you also met other people? Within 5 seconds, you meet them and you think, I need to get a shower, get away from She was not in that camp, I'll tell you. She is a fabulous entrepreneur, a high income earner. I mean, in the 80s, she was making 6 figures a month. And when they hired me to speak at their convention, that's how smart this lady is. She hired me to come and speak at their convention. Apparently that was something that was fairly rare. But I went and I saw her. And I've always, because I've been on the board of directors for the National Speakers Association here in Canada, and I've been in the speaking industry for all this time. And I remember always saying, there's a shortage of women speakers. You know, for every one woman speaker, there are 1,000 male speakers, man. And so to have her come and speak, and man, you got to imagine there's several thousand people at this event. And she was on before me, and the lights went down and the dry ice, you know, with the smoke and all that stuff came. And this lady walked down this magical set of steps in an angel outfit. Her talk was about how to have a dream angel work. And I watched that lady. Sherry, you kept everybody with rapt attention for like 3 or 4 hours. Nobody moved. I couldn't believe it. And I quickly then adopted you as my mentor then. And since we've reconnected again, I've asked you again to be my mentor, because you know, a mentor will shave decades into days. And sometimes a mentor sees things that you can't see. Like when my mentor, you know, today I have a chance to speak all over the world, and my mentor showed me how to make in a month what I used to make in a year. And so I've been able to travel around the world and open for people like Tony and Robert Kiyosaki and Gary Vaynerchuk and I don't know, Richard Branson. I've done all that with those people, but it wasn't always that way. You see, I had a mentor, and he showed me things that I couldn't see about myself. He showed me that I could earn in a month what I used to earn in a year. You see, if you got a mentor and you do what they say, everything can change. And that's why I'm so excited about today's call, because there are several people here who, on my word, just jumped at this. One of the most recent one is this lady, Fiona. Stewart from Australia. I called, she was on the presentation yesterday. She really didn't know a whole lot about a whole lot. And I said, I think you ought to do this, Fiona. And she just said, if you're telling me to do it, I'm in, just like that. And so I think we ought to give her a hand for being like so many of the other people who have come into this venture. People like Unstoppable Tracy Schmidt, who's here, who's I mean, just a magnificent person who's trained people all over the world. I showed her how to charge properly for her fees, and her fees went from a few thousand to several tens of thousands to speak. And she also came into this realizing that if Gerry's telling me to do it, I'm doing it. And so she has been a superstar. And the same thing with Dr. Grace. I mean, she's the author of The Wonder Woman. I mean, can you imagine the people who have jumped on this and decided to make a go of it? Same thing. I mean, I could go on forever. A lot of the people that we're attracting right now before I go to the marketplace. You see, you're going to hear something about a way for you to make money today. And they told me, hey, Gerry, you're going to have to go slow to go fast. And I said, what do you mean by that? And they said, before you take this to the masses, Gerry, you got to attract some really solid people who are going to help you. And that's exactly what we've done. Josephi's here from Arizona, and her mom is here. There's even this lady. She's not here tonight. Hot chicks. Hot sex. Oh, sorry, that's another seminar. But she is a pharmacist, and she talks about menopause. So we've attracted some just fabulous people in this venture because I think there is a real sense that if you've got a mentor and you're willing to do what they tell you, you can shave decades into days. And I have watched Gerry and Muzaffar, our other partner, who's in Colombia today, presenting this idea to people all over South America. It's exploding in South America. They, both of them, when they talked to me about this, I said the same thing that maybe you have said. I'm busy. I'm too busy. I don't have time for this. I said, I don't want to lose focus. I mean, Casey and I are just relaunching my book publishing company. We're doing a training company at the same time. I've launched a software company. I just don't have the time, and I need to stay focused, Gerry. And she said, Ger, listen to me. I promise you that I'll help you build this. And you give whatever time you want to this. And frankly, when I decided to come on board, it took me like all of 10 minutes. And then I finally said to them, like, are you going to sign me up? Like, here's my card. Like, let's just go. I mean, because I realized this, that wealthy people have an ability to make decisions quick and rarely change their mind. And these two people who are now my mentors in this industry are like world famous. These people are the absolute industry giants. They've made millions and millions at this. And ask anybody who's on my team who's been around here for more than a week or two, and I've only been here 2 or 3 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks myself, you'll find that these people are actually putting their mouth, their reputation where their mouth is. And so today I want to talk to you about this new thing that we're launching. We're so excited. It's called Viago. And Viago is the ultimate lifestyle club. Via means the way, and go means go. And this is the ultimate lifestyle club. And so when I wrote this book, The Millionaire Mindset, How Ordinary People Create Extraordinary Income, it was important to me to help people decipher between real and imagined, real and hype type of opportunities. And this organization, this what you're about to see tonight, hits every one of the criteria that I have set as something that you should seriously consider. And when you add to that the character of these two people who are my mentors, and you add to that their partners, our partners, the CEO who ran, who had a skincare company that ran, and they had 900 stores. They were doing almost $3 billion in sales. And the other partner was the president of the largest travel company in the entire world. And now they're here, they're doing this. When you add all that together, you have a way to create additional sources of income, and it'll be dependent on what you want to do and whether you want a little bit of time. My friend who's here, Rob Para, Rob is in the, he's doing renovations, and springtime is his busiest time. So he said, Gerry, I'll get in, but I just don't have a whole lot of time. And so I said the same thing that they said to me. We'll take whatever you've got and we'll supplement it with our own work. It just so happens that Rob is at every meeting. He's finding the time, because I think you get excited about something like this, especially, I don't know how he feels, but especially the people that we're attracting. I mean, you've got some phenomenal people here. But this lifestyle club is very timely. Listen, everybody wants to save money. Everybody wants to travel. You know, in fact, there have been studies. Are you aware that there have been studies on the basic needs of man? You've heard this for sure. They listed the 5 things that people want and need the most. And you know that making money was the first. The second was the need for better health. I thought that they should be reversed. Many people thought that they'd be reversed, but making money and getting better health is critical. The third thing that people want is they want to travel more. Don't you want to travel more? Hey, for the past 25 years, I've been going right around the world 5 or 6 times every single year. Now, I overdid it because I was on the road 200 and 250 days a year for 20 years. So I even got videos on how to travel, all the little hacks that I have on the road. People want to travel more. Well, what if you could help people travel more? What if you could help them with the 4th biggest need, which is significance? People want to know that they matter. What I've observed here is that people really care. And it starts with that lady, Sherry Sharma. I mean, she's gone through tough times, but she's there for other people who are going through tough times. I know that. And I've seen it demonstrated, but more specifically in the last little while. And that's because the 5th greatest need that everybody has is the need for significance. And what Viago has is a way for you to offer wholesale travel to people. Listen, if you could pay wholesale or retail, which one would you pay? Well, people today are very keen on finding ways to save money and travel more. At the core of our company is this membership for travel. Now, this is just phase 1. I mean, we've got some things coming up that's going to blow your mind. But for now, we have discount travel, and when you become a member with this, you have access to our portal. And this portal is very similar in some respects to what you've seen out there, but you could get over 1,000 properties globally, all the major hotels, all the major cities, where you can get significant savings on rooms, on excursions, all kinds of things. Now, we don't really brag too much about airfare, okay? Airfare is regulated by the FAA, and while one company may give you a few dollars less than the other, what we really are proud of are all the discounts, significant discounts, up to 70% sometimes. Let me just show you a few. Las Vegas, we did a search, $149, the public price. For Caesar's Palace. If you're a member, you get it for $101. Seriously, $48 a night. Same thing in Miami, Florida. $391, the public price. If you're a member of Viago, $251. So that's $140 savings. I could go on forever in every major city. Glacier National Park, $136, $91 for members. I was doing a search the other day for Malaysia, and I saw hotels in Malaysia that were like $20, $30, $40. Hotels that I've stayed in before. Some of the savings are astronomical. Like, for example, in New York City, $728, the public price to stay one night. And then if you're a member of Viago, you get it for almost 57% off. Think about that for a second. I mean, come on. You're talking about major savings. Imagine if you were staying there for 10 days and you could save $410 per night. It's incredible. And it's global, by the way. People often wonder, is this these prices everywhere? Yes, everywhere. For example, if you want to go to Venice, my wife and I went to Positano on the Amalfi Coast. Before I found out about this, I'll tell you, I paid through the nose. This particular property, €257. Member price, 121. Listen, it's a huge saving. And when you show this to people, Amsterdam, for example, 141, member price, €46. Listen, this is not a hard sell. You don't have to convince people, you don't have to twist their arm to get in on this sort of thing. Everybody wants to pay wholesale, and we've got these all over the world. Now, sometimes if you're searching in a particular city and you're looking for a particular hotel, you may not get a significant discount necessarily on that hotel, but you will always get a matching class. So if you're searching for a 4-diamond or 4-star hotel, you'll get a price somewhere between 30 and 70% discount. This is phenomenal. So the first benefit is the deep discount on travel. And so you could literally show this to people, and you can make money with this. You're going to see in a minute. And so the first thing is the hotels and the search in the booking engine. The next thing is the members only VIP escapes. And so these are on demand 4- and 5-star experiences. They're curated VIP escapes. You know, people want to travel. Let's face it. So many people wake up and they think Monday, I owe, so off to work I go, and then it's Wednesday and it's hump day and it's Friday. They can't wait for thank God it's Friday, because they're going to have 2 days to enjoy life. Listen, most people I know want to travel. Do you want to travel? Then travel with the VIP escapes. These are phenomenal because they provide sort of VIP or Rolls-Royce travel on a Toyota budget. It's incredible. And these are curated events. So it's like, you know how Netflix has their own Netflix originals that you can't get anywhere else? That's what this is. And the benefits that they include go way beyond what the public would ever get. For example, in Mexico, our team went there. I think 400 or 500 people went. Look at 5 days, 4 nights. Total inclusive, round trip at the airport. So if you go to Mexico and somebody meets you at the airport with a sign with your name, and they take you from the airport to the hotel and back, you have all your food, all your alcohol. Now, since Sherry's mom is here, we're not going to let you drink too much, okay? I don't drink at all. But listen, all your meals, you're included. You'll get choice of discounts at the hotel for different offers that they may have there. There is a 3-course farewell dinner. There's parties, taxes, everything's included. $850. I mean, listen, this is people are spending that anyway. And we show you another feature that's part of our escapes is the ability to apply points and have a significant reduction. I'll explain the point system in a minute, but in this example, you can apply 100 points, and that means you have a reduction of $100, because in our system, 1 point equals $1. Not like the Marriott Bon Voyage thing where 1 point is like 14 cents or something. I mean, I remember seeing I had 200,000 points a few months ago, and that got me 2 nights in a hotel. Where with us, 1 point equals $1. It's an incredible thing. But I could go on forever talking about all the different escapes. So there's some that are curated, like this one, and many of our team members are going to Vietnam. Sherry's going to be hosting a lot of that. Look at this. For $475, if you apply the points, you get round trip from the hotel, from the airport to the hotel. You get breakfast every day. You get half-day excursions. You get guides that are English speaking. You have a spa treatment. Just think about this. Culinary and culture experiences. A lot of excursions that are part of this farewell barbecue. You got hosts available. And because we're one of the largest travel companies, travel discount companies in the world, we've got all kinds of special offers. Like I think 300 or 400 people from our company went to Dubai for $539 after points, 5 days and 4 nights. Look at all you get. You get 5 breakfasts, 1 lunch, 4 dinners. You get English-speaking guides, full-day Dubai city tour. You get half-day city tours. You've got water taxis available. I've been to Dubai. It's a wonderful thing. You can go ride a camel on the beach. It's just incredible. All of that, including all the dinners, all the excursions, all the taxes and everything, $539. Well, I mean, I could go on forever. Phuket, for many of our people here, are going to be using some of these escapes to meet with our team. But not only that, because we have a lot of speakers here, we're working with some of the top speakers in Asia, like Lillian and, well, I won't start naming them because they're all here, but where we can use Viago to bundle what we have here, like this escape, into Lillian's high ticket coaching program. Listen, I know how to make money with seminars and selling high tickets. And when I saw this, my brain just started to think, how could we use this? There's lots of ways you can use this. Well, I could go on forever. Listen, there is Phuket, $487 once you use points. Then there's also escapes that are your way. So you will call the concierge and you put together a package together. So, for instance, I was talking to my wife, and my wife is she's in a Bible study with 10 other women. Well, wouldn't it be neat at the end of the year to spend $540, go to Spain, that group, and to they'll curate the whole thing? Just think of how many groups there are in this world where you can put together a trip and you can offer something that's really good value at a discount price. Listen, I could go on forever. Look at this. Mexico, 5 nights, $792. Greece, and lots of people are going to Greece, I think, next month, $827. Philippines. Listen, this is a travel club that will get people very excited. We have a lot of people who are in our community, and that's what this is, really. It's a community who really are givers. Like Raymond and Jani, who are very successful entrepreneurs. And they come together, and when they saw Club Viago, they said, I want to use my trip to build schools, bottle schools in places like Guatemala, for example, where for 7 days and 5 nights, they can get their breakfast, the lunch, and then they pour themselves into the people of Guatemala, where they literally build schools out of bottles. So the discounts on the booking engine for hotels, the curated trips, both ones that are organized by the company and ones that you do yourself, make this a luxury membership that everybody's going to want. But it doesn't stop there. This is just phase 1. Remember that. In phase 1, for example, we have Be Well benefits. This is telemedicine and healthcare for people 24/7 around the world. You can phone, and if you've got a medical issue, you can speak with a doctor, a medical licensed doctor, and they will be able to perhaps prescribe pills, medication if you need that. Now, if your arm is bleeding, go to the hospital, okay? Just but if you know, sometimes you have a cold, you have something, should we go to the hospital, should we talk? You go and call, and they'll call you back in just a few minutes, and you'll get an opportunity to get health as part of this discount. We had one lady, listen to this, before she came into this, she was a diabetic, and she was spending, I think, something like $1,200 a month on insulin. Because of our health share program, she was able to get her insulin for free. Now, we're not promising everybody getting free medication, but understand this, that this is way more than most people think. The benefits in the health side are astronomical. Then there is what we call daily deals. So there's over 1 million retailers where our vendors are part of this network, to get deals everywhere. Whether you're going to go see Mickey Mouse at Disneyland, or you're going to go to a movie and you want to save on popcorn, all kinds of things, restaurant discounts. I met a lady who saved $700 on a fridge. A fridge. And so this is an incredible opportunity. It's sort of like having in your back pocket, it's like having your own Amazon.com. I mean, it's incredible. The prices are there, and every time you offer that to other people, they really save money and feel very committed to this community. Let me tell you something. This is like having a friend on the inside. Do you remember when you were young and you had a friend who maybe worked at Foot Locker and they could get you a discount on Nike shoes or something like that? Well, that's what this is like. You can get access to all kinds of different things. They're daily deals. Well, in addition to that, you have a marketplace where you can get all kinds of healthcare products, access to exclusive Viago products. This is a membership. And again, this is phase 1. How many of you like the idea so far? Anybody? Is this resonating with anybody? It's great. People want to save. You remember those 5 needs. People want to travel more. They want to save money. They want better health. All of those things are available in this membership. Let me just recap quickly, and then I'll show you why so many of us are really excited about this. And that has to do with the opportunity to make money if you're interested in that part of it. But just in and of itself, the membership is worth every penny. Discount travel booking engine. You have VIP escapes. You have unique experiences where you create your own. You have telemedicine, daily memberships, and best pricing on marketplace. I met a guy who saved. He restored old cars. He was working on a 1968 Camaro. He needed to get tires. Tires are very expensive. I didn't know that, but he searched everywhere, and the best price he could get for his 1968 Camaro was $10,000. He went on the marketplace and he got them for $3,700. Do you think that guy's happy? It's incredible. It's designed to save you anywhere from $4,000 to $7,000 a year. Now, how do you become a member? To become a member is really simple. It's $450, one-time fee. $450, you say, oh, that's really? Is that a lot for a country club? Is that a lot to be part of a community that saves you $4,000 to $7,000? No. And get this. When you buy this, they give you 600 points. And remember, points, 1 point equals $1. So you can use those 600 points to travel. So it's almost like they're giving you more money than you're paying them. It's just an easy thing. You don't have to be a salesperson to sell this. You don't have to be a sales superstar. You just gotta show people. Just show them. I mean, one trip for most people will pay for itself. And then the one-time fee is $450 US, by the way. Once you get this, you get the 600 points, and then every month to maintain your membership is $99. Now, understand this: the $99 that you pay every month gives you access to everything I've told you. And they give you 100 points every month. So imagine this: at the end of the year, you get 600 points for when you sign up. You get another 100 points per month. That's 1,200. That's 1,800 points. And then get this: at the end of it, if you maintain your membership, and why wouldn't you maintain your membership? Listen, they'll reward you by giving you a free annual trip. What other membership, what other thing that you buy gets you at the end of a year a free trip? Does the phone company give you at the end of a year, do they give you a free trip? No, they give you another bill is what they give you. And so this is what I like about this is very appealing to those people who are not good salespeople. You know, there are some programs that are very interesting, but you got to be a sales superstar in order to sell it. What Viago has done has created a major discount luxury travel club that sells itself. I mean, you don't have to do much. You just got to show people. And that's why so many people are jumping on board with this. It's just exploding all over the world. I tell people that once you get that trip at the end of the year, you'll never go anywhere. Now, if you don't want to take that trip, you know what they'll do? They'll give you $1,000, 1,000 points, which is equal to $1. So you've got to ask yourself, what have I got to do to join this club? You just got to decide and do it. That in and of itself is a great thing. Now, I've had people say to me, I'm really busy, I can't sell this. Well, maybe you shouldn't do it then. But if you are, listen, this is something that the world has a need for. There's nobody who's done it better, done it bigger. And we are just taking the world by storm. Why do we have at least 10 countries represented on this call tonight? Because it's growing everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. And one of the reasons they're talking about it is because there's an opportunity for you to make money with this. Because if you just share this idea with other people, you can become an ambassador with Viago. And then what happens for $49, you basically get to become a brand ambassador, $49. And it's like getting a business in a box. Seriously. Where could you start a business where you can make huge money? And it could be money for part-time money if that's what you want, or if you want to make huge money, like Sherry Sharman was, like Sherry Sharman does, and like Muzaffar does, and like I do. I wasn't doing this to make an extra few $100 a month. I'll tell you that right now. I was up this morning at 4 a.m. sharing this with people, man, because I'm excited. And not that everybody buys, because no matter what you sell, most people are going to decline your offer. But when you present this and you can become an ambassador and make money, do you know that there's 5 ways in which you can make money with this? Let me just show you this for a second. I'm just going to move over to this. And so 5 ways for you to make money. I'm only going to talk about 2 of them tonight. I'm going to talk to you about the direct bonus, and I'm going to talk to you about the residual. Now, there's a lot more to this than just those 2 things. But listen to what this was enough to convince me. So the first way that you could make money with this is simply being an ambassador. Like, tell people about it. You know people who've been on a cruise. You know people who've rented Airbnb. I just rented an Airbnb. It cost me $20,000 for a friggin' week. Listen, this was before I knew about Viago. So when you hear somebody traveling, they're going on a cruise, say, hey, let me just run it by let's see if we can get a better deal. If you have somebody who buys the membership, just think about this for a second. If somebody buys the membership, instantly you make $100. Now just think about this. In my first couple of weeks, I think I sold 25 or 30 of them. Just like that, just telling people. And so what happens then, if you become an affiliate, you become an ambassador, you're going to want to share this with other people. And get this, if you share this with 6 people who maintain their monthly membership, now your membership will be free. Did you hear me? You will get free membership. So you're not going to have to pay the $99 a month. But guess what? They'll give you 100 points every month. And so if you want to do this, you get 6 members and you're getting this for free. I did this in my first 3 days. Lots of people here have done it in the first week. And so what happens is, like every good thing today, just think about this. Today, the model today, Amazon's doing it, Netflix is doing it. The model is monthly memberships. That's the model that we're tapping into. So by just sharing this with other people, watching them get discounts, and they paying a little bit of money every month, all of a sudden now you could be making a great part-time income if that's of interest to you. And if you got 24 members, now you're making $200 monthly residual. And so there's an opportunity just through the residual. That's just one way. Listen, for you to earn income, Casey mentioned this earlier. He didn't tell you, but he's also written several books on network marketing. This is his book, 201 Ways. It's in Mandarin. I'm trying to learn how to read it. But this guy has written books on network marketing, and he will agree with Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you're asleep, you'll work until you die. See, this life isn't a practice run, man. This is the real thing. And so you ought to live with passion. You ought to enjoy what you're doing. You ought to work with people like the people here who are positive and excited and support one another. If you do that, you can create a phenomenal residual income with this. But watch this. This is what really got my attention. There's also monthly residuals. And what that means, let me just go to make it a little bit bigger for you. What that means is on a monthly basis, you can be paid for building a sales team. Not that much different than if you were a real estate broker. I know some people here have done, Josevi and others have been in the real estate industry. And in the real estate industry, you become a broker, you hire salespeople, and you make an override on everything they sell. That's fairly standard. It's an affiliate type program. And I'll tell you, you can, with this one, the compensation, how they pay you is mind-blowing. Listen to this. If you got, because you can only have 2 teams, huh? You build 2 sales teams. And when you have 5 members on the left and 5 members on the right, you make a residual income of $50. You become a bronze ambassador. And for somebody who's just, what else are you doing again? Is there somebody else paying you $50 a month doing for talking to 5 people, 10 people? Well, if you do it a little bit more and 5 tell a few others, and then you get 10 people, 10, now you're making 200 residual every month. You become a silver ambassador. And then if you do 25, and if they're all maintaining their membership, you're making now $500 a month. Are you aware that the average bankruptcy in the world, in the United States, for example, the average bankruptcy could have been averted with an extra $500 a month? Here, you get 25 people on this, one sales team, 25 on the other sales team, and they're paying you $500 over and over again. If you get 50-50, then you become a sapphire ambassador. That's your rank, and now you're earning $1,000 a month. It's just coming. People got to maintain their membership. There's nothing for free, okay? You got to work. You got to tell people. But now you're making $1,000 every month, just like that. But as a sapphire ambassador, listen, you also have an ability to get other overrides. And I'll reiterate the point here. You do not have to be a sales superstar. All you got to do is one thing. If you want to get good at this business, all you got to do is invite people and invite them our way. We got a way of doing it. Sherry Sharman is world renowned in this industry. She's trained tens of thousands of people. Do you not think she's figured everything out? She's not just beautiful. She's really smart. And she's got a way for you to just invite people. Don't worry about anything else. Let us do the selling. Just bring them to us. We'll do it. You do what you got to do and let us do what we got to do. Once you become a sapphire, then the money starts to chunk, chunk, chunk. Why? Because you will earn a bonus. Let me just move myself out of here one second. You will earn a bonus of $50 per launch pack from your entire team. So if you've got 50 people on one side and 50 people on the other, and they're bringing people and introducing people every time that they offer this and somebody enrolls, you're getting an extra $50. It just doesn't take too long for you to start making some big money, and big money is available here. Seriously. Once you get, you become a sapphire, then you get 100 and 100. And now you're making $2,000 a month, all the way up to 250 people on the left, 200 people on the right, 250 people who are maintaining their membership. And now you're making $5,000 a month. I was just on a call. I just got one of our team members. You want to talk about money here? He had in another travel agent, in another travel club, he had over 1 million people. Now, am I saying you're going to have 1 million people? Of course not. But he did it. And if one person can do it, others can. My mentor told me, if you can hold it in your head, you can hold it in your hand. All the way up for those of us who want to make serious money, I know many of us on this call, Josevi and Grace and a whole bunch of us, we've got our eyes on this prize. Let me show you this. Let me show you what I want to get you. We all are looking for. Oh, I don't have it here. We're looking to become black diamonds. As a black diamond, you got 5,000 on one side and 5,000 on another. Now, that's not going to happen tomorrow. But what if it took you 4 years to do it, 5 years to do it? What if you did one major milestone a year? That's $85,000 a year, a month. Let me tell you something. Now you've got a serious business. And so this company is set up to achieve those things. Of course, there's no guarantees with anything. You've got to work, and you're compensated in this, like any other field, based on the effort that you put forward. And so all of the software, all of the systems are all in place for you to get paid on your purchases. We have to be sure to let you know that, of course, there's no guarantees. You got to put the work in, and just because you belong to a gym, you're not just going to get muscles because you're part of. They're not going to send you muscles. Well, it's the same thing with this. But what we do know is this: people like KCC and Sherry and Lillian and many of us have come from a training background, and because we're part of the training industry, let me tell you something. The training here is phenomenal. You're going to see that in a few minutes, because when we're done here in just a few minutes, we're going to go into our training, which is our 7-step training, which is a roadmap on where do you go, how do you do this. You're going to see that a lot of the people who are part of this are masters at training. And so I'll talk to you about how to get started. Before I do that, I want to hear from a couple of people. Lillian, maybe you would be kind enough to just tell us a little bit about why did you choose Viago? How long have you been in it, and what has been the result for you in just this short time? This is Lillian. She's the author of Women of Courage from Singapore. Over to you.
Hi, Gerry. Hi, everyone. Nice meeting you. Yeah, I'm excited about this because Gerry, because of Gerry, really, and I actually built a whole community because of this book that Gerry has helped to publish, and he challenged my mindset. And the book says, "Women of Courage: Breaking the Fear Barrier." I remember the first boot camp that I attended by Gerry in Singapore. I was all jittery because I'm new in this industry, the personal development industry, and Gerry did. Gerry, you may not remember this, but you did a boot camp, and you were talking about breaking fear barriers, and I was right in the midst of going through the negative narratives in my mind. I had a very, very negative mindset back then. So all fearful, I cannot do this. I went a lot of self-doubt. But Gerry, through his teaching, his training, one brick at a time, I tear down those limiting beliefs. And because of that, the book was launched. And then the birth of the community. So Gerry, I don't know whether I've said this to you before, but you have directly to me and indirectly impacted the lives of all the women in Women of Courage Asia, even though they did not know you, even though you have not really met all of them, but I've been sharing with them about you. So when I mentioned that, Gerry presented me with an opportunity, they already know who you are, even though you have not met them. Yeah. So when like what Casey say, when Gerry is excited about something, I better pay attention.
Yeah.
So I jump in, and I've experienced the mentorship. Sherry, especially, she had also been very, very kind and patient. Yeah, and I know her heart to also empower women. So this is all in alignment. I'm all in alignment with what the platform, what Viago is trying to build, a global community and personal development. So that therefore, it's aligned to my vision, and I have great mentors, great mentors, riding on the shoulders of giants here. So of course it's a no-brainer. I'm all in.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Thank you very much, Lillian. Hey, can I ask now, Tracy? I'm going to put her on the spot. I don't know if you're open to this, Tracy, or not, but Tracy is the author of Unstoppable Tracy Smith, Unstoppable You. Tracy, can you just unmute and maybe just tell us a little bit about yourself and why did you choose Viago and how are you feeling about the whole thing? She's just an angel. You are unmuted. Okay, there you go. Try it again. Somehow your voice is not coming through.
Tracy's voice is not coming through.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, well, we'll catch it for next time. But in the wings, oh, she wants to share so bad. Listen, she is a superstar motivational speaker. She was born without hands and legs, and yet she is a giant. She climbs mountains, she wins regattas, she skis. Man, if you can't be inspired by listening to her, and actually, you might think that we did this on purpose, just so you really want to hear her for next time, but it's not. We'll catch. In the meantime, let's get Josefi to say a word or two. Also, just recently got her Club 6. She's the author of Thrive. Be a Somebody. I've traveled the world with her. Business owner with her and her husband, and wow, these are people who are all mission driven, and we'll talk about the money in a minute, but understand that this is way beyond money. So tell us a little bit, Josefi, why did you choose Viago and how are you feeling about the whole thing?
So when I saw Viago, I was actually at a place in my life where I had just experienced, I mean, we all experienced some losses after 2020, right? And so after 2020, I experienced some losses financially as well as in my health. And so that can get to be a little bit depressing. And I am traditionally a serial entrepreneur. I started my first business at age 20. And so we've had some great successes. We've built million-dollar homes. But we've also had some learning experiences. And so we just were finishing up our last learning experience. And so when I saw Viago, I think I was at a place where I was just ready for something good to happen at this point in my life. And so Viago really just it chimes all the bells. I mean, I started a travel agency, and I just have to tell you, if you've ever been a C-suite person, um, it's not the same thing being trying to do secretarial work for people again. That's what we hire other people for, right? And so when I heard about Viago, I thought, this is it. This is the vehicle that can get me to whatever it is that I want. And so Gerry talked about a mission, and Muzaffar talks about how he worked his business very hard because he wanted to help his mom to be out in the ministry. And so that's actually one of my missions too. I work very hard so that I can have freedom of time. Believe it or not, I have 9 grandchildren and 6 children. And so, and I just recently got Club 6. Thank you, Lillian. And so this business, it's so easy. I mean, it's not that you don't have to work, but you don't have to know everything. You can literally earn while you learn. And so that's been it's just been it's given us our hope back. We're excited, both my husband and I can't thank Gerry enough for bringing this opportunity to us.
Thank you so much. Listen, folks, this is real, and this is happening with you or without you. This is happening, and so we want to talk to you for a minute now about how to get going with this and what do you got to do to get started. It's really easy. You got to make a decision. Make a decision that you're going to do this, even though you may not have all your questions answered. and realize that people who are really busy are the kind of people we're attracting. So if you're very busy and you don't have time, and you, like I had somebody say to me, "Oh, I can't do this. I'm going to lose focus. I got to be focused on what I'm doing." Listen, you don't know anybody who's more busy than me, and yet by coming into this, my focus across all my companies, I have 3 companies, all my companies has gotten me laser beam focused. You got to. And so if you want to get started, it's very simple. You text the person who brought you, the person who invited you, and you just tell them, I'm in. That's it. It's $499 plus that includes the $49 registration. Where else can you get a business for $499? Come on. I mean, this is something that's easy to do. And the other thing that I want to just, before I give you a little bit more example, is the timing for this. Listen, there's an incredible opportunity right now. Why? Especially those of us who are part of this Millionaire Mindset A team, because they have asked me to not go crazy with this. Just so you know, let me show you this. This is my database. Look at this. Let me show you this. I have in my database 118,000 contacts. KCC, who's my business partner, has about the same amount. And they've told us, just slow down. Let's build a core team of people so that when you take this to the world, you've got a bunch of people who are ready to help. And that's what we're looking for right now. The timing for this is crucial. Listen, somebody said to me, I may have told you, call me at the end of July or end of June. Like, what? I'm not going to call you. This opportunity isn't going to be here at the end of the weekend. What are you talking about? Why? Because of the way it works. See, we reward early adopters. And so if you want to do this, you text the person right now, I'm in. That's it. And I could tell you the first person who did that to me was Dr. Grace. I was just talking, and I don't think I wasn't presenting at all. Muzaffar was presenting, and she sent me a text. I'm in, just like that. The minute, because wealthy people learn how to make decisions quickly, and they rarely change their mind. Broke people, on the other hand, cannot make a decision. They're constantly changing those decisions. And we tell people, if it's going to take you a long time to decide, it's going to take you a long time to act. And we need actors. We need people who are going to move. And so just quickly, the way it works is, so your friend, that's me, maybe me or some of the other people who invited you, they're sharing this with people. For example, I invited, today, I spoke with Fiona. I said to Fiona, if you come in, I'm going to be holding a meeting tonight. And you see, there's lots of people here, right? And I said, Fiona, if you do something right now, all the people who are going to come into this tonight, I'm going to put under you. We do this for everybody. Why? Because we want to reward the people who are really going to make it happen. And so she said, oh, okay, here's my credit card, but let's do it. Don't have to think. She doesn't have all the answers. I don't even have all the answers. Sherry does, and Muzaffar does. But she was realizing that there's a lot of benefit by being an early adopter. So if you want to do this, we're going to be very fair. The first person to respond, I'm in. We treat everybody fairly, and we hold that position. Like, what if you attracted somebody like Sherry? And Sherry comes in and she starts talking to everybody about this. And so since she can only have a few, all of a sudden, all these people will be under you. Now, some people say to me, okay, Gerry, I really got to think this thing through. And, if we were asking for $100,000 investment or $10,000 investment, I can understand. But if you wait, the people are not going to go under you. That's not going to secure your position. So you could go to the what somebody called the I want to think about it corner. And if you think about it, you can think about it. But we're talking about a $500 decision here. If you wait, the person that they're not going to hold your spot. And then if you decide in a few days from now or next year, you will have you will be under all those other people, not the other way around. So we tell people, listen, you're going to get some superstars and you want them in your team. So we have a simple philosophy, a simple idea, and we're going to end with this. You are going to fall into one of three camps. You're going to be I'm an ambassador, I'm in. So text somebody right now if you want to do this. The first person in goes higher up. If you want to do it, you just text. And if it's me that I invited you, or whoever invited you, you just send them a text, say, I'm in. We're going to hold that spot for you. Then there's other people who say, I like it, B, but I have some questions. Well, get your questions answered. I mean, we'll get those questions answered today. The faster you get in, the faster you're going to be in a position to have people placed below you. Now, and I don't want to overemphasize that. You got to do work, okay? Understand that. There's no free ride. But if you're part of my team and Casey's team and Grace's team and all these people, and the minute we start going out, they can only have two teams too. Hope you're seeing what I'm saying here. Or you say, listen, Gerry, I'm not interested in the business side of this, but I want to be a customer. Then you're a C person. And then that's what we encourage you to do. That's a pretty simple step. Once you decide to do it, you tell somebody you're in, they'll take you to a website, you'll pay the money, then you'll be invited to a training. We'll show you a roadmap. And if you're here and you want to stay for the second half of this, it won't be very long. I'm going to share with you the 7-step plan that they presented to me. Now, there are some people here who are really busy on one level, but there's lots of people who are here, or not necessarily here, but who've heard this, who don't have a lot of money. Where $500 is a stretch, man. And some people got to really figure out how to get. I don't care if you got to beg, borrow, or steal it. No, don't steal it. Don't steal it. You may not know this, but I'm a former minister. I tell people I'm a recovering Baptist, but so I would never encourage you to steal. But I tell you, you cannot find an opportunity that's going to return this and be with these great people. So if you want to do it, decide right now. Get your questions answered. I'm going to ask Sherry to sort of bring this in for a close, and then we'll switch over to the training. And if you want to stay and see what it takes to build this, I'm going to show you a 7-step plan that they showed me. And it's not going to be perfect. It's the first time I share it, but we'll see what we can do. And Sherry's always here. And if worse comes to worse, Muzaffar will be able to repair any damage that I do in his fine presentation. So Sherry, let me just turn it back over to you, my friend.
Thank you. And I'm just going to share just a little bit, and then I'm going to actually have Casey finish it up for us, because majority of the people are in his organization here. So I want to just let everyone know that my mom was on this call, and you heard that, but she knows how hard I work in this industry. And I have not worked this hard in my entire career, because I truly, truly, truly believe that what we have here is something that is not just going to help us ourselves, but it's going to help it's going to help the world, because everyone wants to travel, everyone wants to save money, everyone wants to make a difference. And this, you can, like Gerry just said, my husband and I, we just invested $1.5 million into a franchise before we saw this. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm taking all my talents and everything that I've learned in this business and put it into Viago, because I believe with my whole heart that this is going to be not only a household name, but it's going to be something that is going to be the biggest thing I've ever built in my career. And my husband is now, and my son are running our franchise, because I'm like this. And we're looking, and my mom knows I'm a talent scout. I look for people. I've been messaging some of you, and Fiona, welcome to the team. It's so great to, my husband's an Aussie too, so I love Aussies. And we are so excited about the new people that are coming on board. And if you're here and you're going, I got a lot of questions, that's okay, but get a position. The reason you can actually earn while you're learning here. And while you're learning, we're building this thing. You only need two legs in this business. And if you've ever built this before, that's very rare. And also, in my whole entire career, I have never seen a commission cycling of $100. I mean, the last company I built, it was $35 a cycle. This is almost 3 times as much when you really look at what we have here. So for everyone that's on here, do like Gerry said, send the person who invited you I'm all in, text. Let them know that, you can, like Gerry said, I'm going to learn while I'm earning with this business. And Casey, I'm going to turn the call over to you. And then what we're going to do is go right into a training. If you can stay on, I promise you it's going to be worth your while, because one of Gerry's specialty, as you can already tell, he's an amazing entertainer and educator and all of that. But he is a wealth of knowledge. I mean, don't take that little cute mustache as just cute. I mean, he is one of the most intelligent men I've ever met. So, Casey, I know that we're so excited about coming to Singapore and Malaysia and the Philippines and working side by side with you. And you're another special person in my life. I'm so excited to be able to work with you. So go ahead, Casey.
Can I be heard? Can I be heard? Can I be heard?
Yes, we can hear you.
I just want to say that I'm busier than Gerry. But I'm all in, huh? Yeah, most of my friends thing running on, but you can't walk away from something like that. I just want to let you know something, Gerry. Somebody here send me a note 24 minutes after you started and say, can you sign me up? 24 minutes. Somebody here, I don't know if I'm allowed to give name, but he may just want to tell you who he is. So, after Gerry started, he just wrote a note to me and signed me up. Now I'm all in. This is lifestyle. Everybody needs a lifestyle. This is just a natural thing to do. It's so easy to just share this with people. Number two, you get great mentors here. And I'll tell you something. When I was asked to look into this, and Gerry was very excited, I met Sherry. Sherry really bowled me over. I was so humble and so nice. I never met an MLM person like her. And then I asked, can I meet the founder? I say, I want to talk to the founder because I'm pretty experienced in this field. I've been in this field for 40 years. I mean, I've grown a network of 40,000. So I want to meet the founder. And the founder came online at 5 a.m. in her morning just to meet with me. I mean, 5 a.m. in the morning. I mean, he should be asleep, but he took the trouble because of different time zone to come online and speak to me. And that I met him. His name is Ishak. He's humble. He has a $1 billion business prior, and he's a person that I immediately realized has authenticity in what she's talking about. And I decided that that's it. The third thing is this is purely passion income. And the fourth thing is, I mean, this is new. I mean, this is, right at the front. I mean, in Asia Pacific, this is still unknown. And I'm here, and I'm definitely going to conquer Asia Pacific, or maybe even more. So thank you, everybody. Stay for the training. You will love it. And Gerry's going to take over from here. Are you going to take over from here, Gerry, for the training? Okay, back to Gerry. For those of you who wants to make decision, and I think you should, just send me a note, all right? Just send me a note, send me a WhatsApp message and say I'm in, then we'll work on it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Casey. And thank you for the person who decided to jump in, even though you don't have all your questions answered. That is going to be very rewarded. Well, folks, let me now show you what I was shown in terms of how to get going with this business. Again, this is the first time this is the first time I present this, so I apologize in advance if it's not perfect, but I want to share this with you. So what we're going to cover now is 7 steps to starting this business. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to decide. And these steps, when they was shown to me, I instantly resonated with it. So the first thing that Muzaffar said to me is, Gerry, the first step is you got to make a decision. Well, I knew that. I'd already made a decision. I was in. But then he finished that by saying, of course, you're going to make a decision to do it. But then he said this, and this is what blew my mind. He said, you got to make a decision to finish. Many people start these things, but they don't finish. He said, if you're going to do this, you're going to make this work, you've got to make a decision to complete the thing. And I recognize this in Sherry and Muzaffar right away, because Sherry, listen, she said, I'm not building another one. This is it. And I said, well, if you're making that kind of commitment, then I will do exactly the same thing. The second step in doing this is you got to get connected to your why. Like, why are you doing this? Is it money? Well, it could be money. Money's a great motivator. I'm not doing it for the money. And I'm doing okay. I mean, there's enough money for me and my kids and my grandkids, maybe even enough money for their grandkids. But I'll tell you something, and those of you who are speakers, you'll understand when I say this. I don't have to do this, but I have to do this. I have to. So it's because I've made a mission. I've said to myself, to my God, to my family, to others, that I have a purpose in life. And it's more than just making money. I'll tell you that. Making money is easy. Knowing you're contributing to your purpose. And my purpose is to not only help people, me help others, but I want to work with those people who want to help others help others. I want to build them up, win, build, and send. I want to win people up. I want to build them up in this, show them what to do, and then I want to send them out to do the same thing. So you got to get in touch with your why. Why are you really doing this? And be completely focused on that. Once you understand your why, you got to understand, what do you want out of this? For some people, it's just making an extra few $100 a month. That's okay. For others, it's to walk across the stage, and I visualize it every single day. Visualize walking across that stage and watching Sherry Sharman completely take pictures and acknowledge and really bless my socks off when I become a black diamond. So what do you want? See, what you want is what's paramount, not what I want. It's what do you want? What do you want out of this? And then he said, you gotta write it down. Now, I think most of the people that are here will agree with this. Writing goals does something, especially if you write it in your own handwriting. What are you doing this for? Understand, make sure you know what it is you're doing, why you're doing this. The third thing, and this is critical, is you gotta build a list, okay? So you can do it several different ways. What they said to me is they said that you could have what he called a big list, and you could have a concentrated list. And the concentrated list could be also considered like a VIP list. So let me just show you this for today's presentation, because I told you I was up at 4 a.m. Inviting people to this. Let me just show you quickly. If I come over here, so this is my list for today. So you see here, I have a big list and I have a concentrated list because I do what they tell me to do. So they said make a big list. I had 96 people, and I had a concentrated list of 36 people. And all these people are in my database. These are people that I've invited. And then once they decide, once I have a big list and I have a concentrated list, then I track, have I invited them? Are they coming to the presentation? And so it's a matter of asking yourself and making a list. Now, you may not have 500 people. You may only have a few. That's okay. But make a list and let them know that you're doing this no matter what. Listen, I think when I did my first list, the first time I did it, I think I had maybe 40 people here, and I had 15 people say yes. Let me tell you something. The minute you get 6 and you know you're not having to pay the monthly fee anymore, oh man, that just does something to you. It allows you to do this. Breathe. Especially if you have a spouse that's watching the dollars. You could say, hey, I get the membership for free. So you end up breathing. Well, then the next thing after making the list, and we're going to do this very quickly, is we're going to launch your business. But get this, we want to launch that business within 72 hours, no longer than that. You see, the universe rewards speed. And if you've got to get everything in line and everything perfect, and listen, just make a decision, and we're gonna do that with you. Whoever invited you to this is gonna call you in the next couple of days and say, let's schedule a launch for you, just like what I did tonight. You don't have to speak, you don't have to present. All you got to do is just invite that list. And so some of you will be in the camp of people where you will invite 3 to 5 people. And then there's go-getters. And I already know Fiona's making that list. She's a go-getter, like Lillian and others who will get, say, 10 to 12 people, 15 people on their first launch. You just got to do it. Just trust. You just go and invite them, and it'll just make you feel like $1 million. So you make a list, you breathe, and then let's get a launch done. We'll do that for you. And just understand that the people who are here, you know, I don't know if you know this, but the last time I was in Australia, not the last time, a few times ago, somebody paid me $50,000 to meet with them and consult with them for one day from 10 to 4. And Josevi was there. She can vouch for it. Listen, you're going to get like super trainers who are gonna present this for you. So you're gonna reciprocate by launching. And when we launch, then the next thing that'll happen is the presentation. Now you got to understand that the presentation, where we explain all this, is very different than the invitation. One of the things that Sherry and Muzaffar have mastered is how do you invite people the right way. And so you will invite people this way, but you're not going to do the presentation. You're just going to invite them. Invitation's different than the presentation. The presentation we will take care of. And what happens when we do your launch, understand this, that the first person to speak is the host. So that's the person who we're launching for, the launch person. And they're going to do 3 things. If that's you, we're going to ask you to say 3 or 4 things. Very easy. When the meeting starts, you're going to say, why are you doing this? Why did you choose? And you're going to do this for 2 to 3 minutes. That's it. You're just going to tell people why you chose, why you're doing this. The next thing is you're going to let everybody know, and we suggest you use these words, I'm all in. If all of us using the same language, then those words have some real resonance with us. So you tell people, if you're the host, if you're launching, you welcome everybody. You tell them why you're in. You're gonna why you're doing this, why you choose Viago, that you're all in. The third thing is you're going to tell them that you're doing this with or without them. Now, let me just clean this up a little bit. You're going to do it with them or without them. Like you're doing this. You're all in. This is going to happen. You're going to tell them that this is a big deal. And no matter what, whether they like it or they don't, by the end of it, you will still love them. No matter what. that you will that you're still going to love them no matter what. Now, the presentation will be done by somebody else. And then you're going to attend trainings. We have lots of trainings. There are trainings, for example, in June, there is a regional training event that's both online and on virtual. Everybody here needs to go to that training. You got to trust me again. I mean, when Sherry said, Gerry, get your butt down to Atlanta. I said, I'm so busy. She said, come to Atlanta. And I went to Atlanta. And let me tell you something. I finally got it. I got the cool. I mean, it was unbelievable. I had no idea what this product was before I went there. I had no idea what the quality of the people around it. I met with the CEO and the president privately. I got to see people. And plus I got all these... They're very big on recognitions, you know. So they gave me all these Club 6. I got my Club 6. I got what is this now? I was one of the top income earners. I was the second in the company. I'm going to be first this month. I got a bronze, silver thing, and I got a silver thing. And even though at my income level, that still means the whole world to me. I loved it. So you got to get training. I forget what the date is. I think it's the 16th, 15th or 16th. If you're in if you can go to San Antonio, Texas, go. But for the rest of us, we're going to be able to have it online. It's just a few bucks to go. You got to get the training, and then you absolutely must come to the region I think it's a quarterly event. I'm not sure, but in Columbus, Ohio, in September. I'm already there. I'm already bought my ticket. In fact, I bought 10 tickets. Some of you who are really doing stuff, you're going to get a free ticket from me. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce that or not, but I'm committed to these training events. They are rock solid, man. So you're gonna get those, and then the last part of this step is you're going to understand through that training how the money works. Now, let me just show you that one of the things that is a big part of what we're doing here is that we're talking about stability income. We got to get off that roller coaster. And so with this, you're going to be able to see a sustainable, stable revenue. And you're going to see that look, listen, are you aware that 36 million people a year take cruises? 36 million people. 75% of all families in the United States, probably the same everywhere, take more than one vacation a year. And for you to change the way people travel at a discount, where 97% of the population want to save money and 82% want to travel more, and you can say to them, listen, we're going to get you a membership, it becomes a stable income then. So look at what happens. There is both a rank and there is money. And so let's just talk about both those things. So the way it works is if you have 5 people on one team and 5 people on another, you become a bronze member. So you become a bronze ambassador, and by getting 5 on one side and 5 on the other, you'll make a residual income of $50 per month. That's something that most of us can do in the next day or two. If you get 10 stable income, 10 people on one side, 10 people on the other, now you're a silver ambassador, and now you're making $200 a month. Like it's just coming in. You've done the work. It's just like a book. You know, one of the good things about publishing a book is you write it once, but you get paid for it forever. So now you're making $200 every month as a silver ambassador. Once you become you start to build it a little bit more. Now you're going to get 25 people on one side, 25 people on the other, and now you become a gold ambassador. And if you've got, well, let me just fix this. If you've got 25, now you're making every month $500 a month. Isn't that that'll pay for your car payment or part of your car payment. If you get now you start to do this and get excited about this, and you're getting 50-50 on both sales teams. That doesn't always work like this. Of course it doesn't work like this, but it's just showing you this. It's showing you the stability component of our program. So now you're making, you got 50 on one side, 50 on the other. Now you're making $1,000 a month, and now you become a sapphire ambassador. And there's some bonuses here that I talked about earlier, but now you're making $1,000 a month. So now you're starting to see, okay, this is working now. Many of us are going to get to that level within the first few weeks or months. Then you become an emerald. After you do that, then you start working on this. And as soon as you get 100 people on one team and 100 people on the other team, look at this. You're making $2,000 a month. Now that's not a whole lot, but it's more it's more you're getting now. And you're getting just 100 people on one side, 100 on the other. Then the next level is where it really starts to kick off. You get 250 on one side and 250 on the other side, and now you're making $5,000 a month. So now you're talking about being a diamond ambassador, and now you're starting to see significant rewards. Now, this is just the residual income. There's lots of different other ways you're going to get paid, but just to show you the stability part of what we're doing. Once you become a diamond ambassador, then you become, 250. Now, if you double that and you get 500 on one side, 500 on the other, now you're making $10,000 a month. Now you're starting to talk a little bit of excitement here. Then you become a blue diamond. And then you keep going up the ladder all the way up to 1,000. Now you're making $20,000 a month. And there are people doing this within the first few months of doing this. And that's why I'm saying that, like, the timing couldn't be better for this, because everybody's hearing about this. That's why it's so important for you to get trained and get into this as soon as possible. Once you hitting the 1,000, then you become a red diamond ambassador. Now people are looking at you. You're seeing a steady, stable income. It's not going up and down all the time. It's not perfect, but you know all of a sudden now you can start banking and trusting on this. Once you do that, then you could get 2,000 and 2,000. Now remember that I talked to a guy today who had over 1 million people. Of course, that took him several years, but the reality is some of you are going to go to 2,000 before the end of this year. If you do the 2,000 on each thing, now you're making $36,000 per month. That makes you I don't know. What is it, Sherry? The next one, red diamond. You're going to be something diamond. Who cares? Then you're going to join the real movers and shakers, where you get 5,000 on one side, 5,000 on another. I know for sure that that's a black diamond. Once you become a black diamond, now you're making $85,000 per month. Now, what if it took you to the end of 2025 to do that? What if it took you to the end of 26, 27? The year 2026 and 2027, 28 is coming anyway. Why not be shooting after something that will really pay you a stable income? And I'll tell you this, that there are people who are going to say, oh, I don't want to be part of that kind of thing. Then don't do it. Listen, you're always going to get people, I don't care what you sell, most people will decline your offer, but we're not bothered about that. I remember how I wasn't really upset, but I had invited so many, some of you I've invited 17 times already. I remember inviting people, and they didn't show up. And I remember just saying to Sherry, "Hey, man, what am I doing wrong? I mean, these people." And she said, "Gerry, you just use it as an experience, and you just keep inviting. You just keep inviting. You don't worry about the results. You just focus on the action. Just stay focused on that." And so now the question for all of you, and this is the last thing I just want to end with, is closing and follow up. And the question we have right now, and this is the thing that we're actually putting in front of you, is this: how soon can we do a launch for you? We'd like to do a launch within the next day or two. 72 hours max, man. And so the person who invited you, we want to block off a period of time where we will show you how to invite. We will block off a time, and whether we do it one-on-one or in a small group fashion, you can definitely know that you're going to have our support. Hey Sherry, I just put a note in the WhatsApp thing for you. Somebody was asking me. I just put it in your chat there. So the question you got to ask yourself is: Are you ready? It's purple. That's the one. Purple diamond. I like purple, but I like black much better. So, folks, I hope that you will seriously think about joining us, that you will think seriously about launching this thing for you in the next 72 hours. We will do whatever we got to do. We'll move a mountain if we have to in order to support you to get going. You know, there's another principle that I like to end with, and then I guess I'll turn it back over to Sherry to wind up. And it's this. It's the principle of RPE. RPE stands for recent positive experience. Recent positive experience. And the more recent positive experiences you have, the more you're going to stick with something. And we want you to have short-term, fast positive experiences, recent positive experience. And that may just be getting your 6 in. I remember seeing Josevi. I mean, this is a lady who's run big, huge companies, started all kinds of enterprises. But man, she was like a kid in a candy shop when she called me and said, "I got my 6." She's just saving $100 a month, but she was beside herself. You are. And so recent positive experience. So we think that if you follow these simple steps, 7 steps, but really it boils down to 1. Just get good at inviting. Don't tell people it's travel. Don't tell people it's a network marketing. Don't tell them. Just tell them, listen, I've got a great business idea that I've been working on. I'm working with my mentors, my publisher. I'm working with people who, very successful in the world, and they're helping me build this globally. And I'm sold on this idea. I'd like you to come and have a look at it. Now, it may not be for you. Either way, I'll still love you, but I think it's worth coming to have a look at. And so that's all you got to do. Just get good at that one thing and let us do the rest. Sherry, this is something that I can see on your face since the day I met you, that you're a purpose-driven woman, that you're not doing this for the money. Of course, the money's good, and she lives in California, Southern California, so she needs lots of money because she's in Carlsbad. But you're doing this for much different reasons, just like I am. Just like I know for sure most of the people who are here, Lillian and others, there's other reasons that are driving us. But why don't you just bring this meeting to a close and encourage people to get going. It doesn't have to be perfect. I was up on stage at the conference, and they were giving me prizes and money that I didn't even know. I didn't even know what the hell it was. And they said, "Gerry this and Gerry that," and I thought, "Holy frig, this is incredible! You'll feel great." I want you to have that recent positive experience. And I don't know, like for instance, tonight, this is the first time I give this presentation. It's a recent.
And you've done
Oh,
You've
thank you.
done
I
amazing.
wasn't looking. I wasn't fishing for compliments. I was just
No,
telling you.
you are. Okay,
Good.
everybody, hands up for Gerry. Hands up. We love you, Gerry. And you guys have to understand, he is a baby in this industry. How do you put me up there? You guys need to look at me, not him.
I know he's. You're back.
Without Mazafar here, we're learning how to do all this stuff. Okie dokie, I'm there.
You're
Can you
there.
see me now?
We can.
Okay. All right. He thinks he's better looking than me. That's why he doesn't spotlight me. He's got, I need one of these. So for everybody here, this has been a fun night. This is the first time he's done the 7 steps, and I think he did an amazing job. And for all of you that are on here, remember what we talked about? You earn while you're learning. And, I've been in this industry for almost 4 decades. And while Gerry's doing everything, I've been chatting with a lot of you because you guys have sent me some great messages and all of that. And I appreciate that. But I want all of you to understand that, and people that had to leave because they had other appointments or, getting their kids off to whatever they're doing and all this kind of thing. We record these. We make sure that, and a lot, I had 2 people say, can I get the recording of the 7 steps? So we work around you. That's something that we're all busy people. I want all of you to understand that we do these presentations almost 6 days a week, and even this Sunday we're doing a bunch more presentations because we have our military Viago members that are actually going to be doing on our Memorial weekend. They're going to be doing presentations talking about how beautiful this company is and why we respect the people that have given service to our countries, and all of that. So with that, I just want to do one last thing, because when you were talking about Josephi, I want to tell all of you, my mom knows I've had trophies after trophies after trophies in this industry. I've been blessed to be top income earner in many companies. And this little thing right here that Gerry was talking about, this Club 6, I got more excited about this, like Josephi did. My mom, who's 92, is Club 6. So come join the club. Don't pay for a membership, because most people are tired of paying for memberships. You refer 6 people and yours is free. That is how beautiful this whole program is. And they still give you the 100 points every month. I mean, this company, I've never seen anything like this in my career. I've never been happier in my career. My mom even knows I'm working around the clock. My husband is, he is supporting me 1000% because he got to meet the community. And once you get a chance to meet us, I mean, we're coming to your areas. We're going to build with you, not watch you build. We're going to build with you. And that's something that for everyone that's on this call, let's get to work. Let's start building. We will get you in, and Gerry has put together something I've never seen in this industry, a calendar of events and everything that he is going to be tracking, all the people that are coming into his business, and make sure everyone is properly trained. You're not going to be left alone. This is the best program I've ever seen in my entire career. So with that, I just want to say thank you so much for your time. It means the world to us, and we cannot wait to go travel the world together and have the most amazing life, because I'm in my golden years right now, and I want them not only to be able to be golden financially, but to be able to travel and enjoy my life. And that, with that, we thank you. I'm going to do a shout out to my husband out there for all his patience with all the work I've been doing. And thank you, Gerry. You were phenomenal tonight. Appreciate you so much. Casey, thank you for everything. Lillian, everybody that's on this call, thank you and God bless. Bye-bye, everyone.